Welcome to channel where the shadows whisper and the unknown lurks just around the corner. Tonight, we bring you two terrifying school horror stories that will make you think twice before staying after class. The Whispering Locker. A student hears strange whispers from a locked locker, but when he decides to investigate, he discovers a chilling secret that refuses to stay buried. The Detention Room. A rebellious student is trapped in an abandoned classroom with something inhuman. No one who served detention there was ever seen again. Are you brave enough to hear these tales? Or will you be checking over your shoulder for the rest of the night? Before we begin, make sure to like this video if you love horror, subscribe and turn on notifications so you never miss a terrifying story. Share with your friends, but don't blame us if they can't sleep tonight. Now turn off the lights, put on your headphones, and let's begin. Skull, welcome to the nightmare. Skull. The Whispering Locker. Hook. Late at night, when the school halls are empty, some students swear they can hear whispers coming from locker 103. No one knows why until one boy decides to listen. Ravi had never believed in ghost stories. He was the type to roll his eyes at urban legends, dismissing them as silly tales meant to scare kids. But when his best friend Maya mentioned the whispers from locker 103, something about her tone unsettled him. "I'm serious, Ravi," she insisted. "People hear voices. And last year, when Anil tried to open it, the handle wouldn't budge. But the next day, the locker was slightly open, like someone had unlocked it from the inside." Ravi smirked. "You really expect me to believe that?" Maya folded her arms. "Then prove it. Stay after school. Listen for yourself." Ravi couldn't back down from a challenge. So, that evening, when the school emptied out and the janitor locked the main doors, he found himself alone in the dimly lit hallway. The fluorescent lights flickered above him as he walked toward the locker. The air was heavy, carrying an eerie silence that made every step echo unnaturally. He stopped in front of locker 103. It looked like any other locker, rusted around the edges, chipped blue paint. But as Ravi placed his hand on the door, he noticed something strange. The metal was ice cold. He pressed his ear against it. At first, there was nothing, just silence. Then a whisper. "Help me, please." Ravi's breath hitched. His first instinct was to run, but his curiosity anchored him in place. He pressed closer, trying to make sense of the voice. "They left me here. They forgot me. Please, let me out." A chill slithered down his spine. It didn't sound like a recording or a prank. It sounded real, desperate. Summoning his courage, Ravi grabbed the handle and pulled. It didn't move. He yanked harder, still stuck. Then the whispering stopped. A loud bang erupted from inside the locker. Ravi stumbled back as the door shook violently, as if something, or someone, was trapped inside and trying to get out. He turned to run, but the hallway lights flickered again, then shut off completely. Darkness swallowed him. The banging grew louder, faster, more aggressive. Then silence. A cold breath touched the back of Ravi's neck. A voice right behind him. "You heard me. Now let me out." Ravi spun around, heart hammering, but there was no one there. Just the empty, darkened hallway stretching before him. Then, with a slow, agonizing creak, the locker door swung open on its own. Ravi swallowed hard. He peered inside. Nothing. Just an empty locker, except for something that made his stomach churn. Deep, jagged scratches covering the inside walls, as if someone had clawed at it from the inside. And at the very bottom, etched in crude letters, "Still here." The locker door slammed shut on its own. The lights flickered back on. Ravi stumbled backward, gasping for air. The next morning, Maya found him outside the school, pale-faced and trembling. He refused to talk about what happened. But from that day forward, Ravi never walked past locker 103 again. And at night, if you listen closely, the whispers are still there. "Help me, please, let me out." But whatever you do, don't open the locker. Because if you do, you might not be able to close it again. Would you dare to listen to locker 103? The Detention Room. Hook. There's a reason no one wants detention at West Hollow high after dark. The last student who stayed late was never seen again. Tyler hated school, but he hated detention even more. So when Mr. Grayson, The school's strictest teacher caught him skipping class and handed him a detention slip. He was pissed. "Room 206, Mr. Grayson said flatly. "And don't even think about leaving early." Tyler groaned. "Seriously? There's no one else I can sit with." Mr. Grayson smirked. "Not since last time." That last sentence made Tyler pause. Last time. But Mr. Grayson was already walking away. By the time Tyler made his way to room 206, the school was nearly empty. The hallway lights buzzed softly, casting long shadows. He hesitated. The door was slightly open. The lights inside flickered. Something about it felt wrong. He stepped in. The classroom was empty. No teacher. No students. Just rows of desks covered in faint, deep scratches. A weird, metallic smell lingered in the air. Tyler checked the clock. 4:07 p.m. He pulled out his phone. No signal. A gust of wind slammed the door, shut behind him. Click. Tyler spun around, grabbing the handle, locked. His heart skipped a beat. Then a noise. A slow, dragging sound, like nails scraping against the chalkboard. He turned. His breath caught. The blackboard was empty, except for a single word appearing before his eyes. "Help." Tyler's stomach twisted. He backed away toward the door, hands shaking. Then the chalk snapped in half. A chair in the back of the room screeched across the floor, by itself. Then another, and another. It was like something was moving through the room, coming closer. Tyler grabbed a desk, ready to throw it if he had to. "Who's there?" Silence. Then, footsteps. Slow, heavy, coming from the hallway. A shadow passed under the door frame. Knock, knock, knock. Tyler's pulse pounded in his ears. The handle turned. The door swung open. Standing there was Mr. Grayson. But something was wrong. His face was too pale. His eyes completely black. His mouth curled into a slow, unnatural grin. "Tyler," he said, voice deeper than before. "Did you do your homework?" Tyler stumbled backward. The chalkboard scratched itself again. "Run." The room shifted. The walls stretched. The desks vanished. Tyler bolted. He leapt over chairs, racing past Mr. Grayson and into the hallway. But the school was different now. The walls were cracked. The lockers were rusted shut. The windows were just black voids. Behind him, Mr. Grayson laughed. A deep, guttural sound that wasn't human. "Detention isn't over yet," he whispered. Tyler ran faster. His legs burned. His breath was ragged. But no matter how fast he ran, he never reached the exit. Then up ahead, a figure. A boy stood in the hallway. His uniform was old-fashioned, his face hidden behind messy black hair. As Tyler got closer, the boy slowly lifted his head. His eyes were missing. His mouth stretched open too wide. Then, everything went black. The next morning, Mr. Grayson took attendance. Tyler. Silence. He scanned the classroom. Everything looked normal, except there was a new desk in the back. One that wasn't there yesterday. The wood was covered in deep scratches, and carved into its surface, barely visible, were two words. "Help me. Would you serve detention in room 206?